Well, a lot is happening in the paint space. JSW Paints is ready to challenge the top two players, says the company's managing director Parth Jindal. After the acquisition of Akzo Nobel India assets, he expects more synergies from an iconic brand like Dulux. I caught up with him and, the global CEO of Akzo Nobel to talk in detail on the outlook on this deal and, more importantly, the synergies. Here are excerpts from that conversation.
It's one of the most iconic companies globally, and we've always been we've deeply respected everything that the business has done in India. So when this opportunity came, we felt that it's the right opportunity for JSW Paints, and there are a lot of synergies between the two. So, once we, hopefully, if we get all the approvals, the Competition Commission of India approval, as well as complete the open offer, and we get into the business, we will become the fourth largest player in the Indian paint industry. With looking at FY25 numbers combined, we'd have a top line of about 6,000 crores. And we would be in striking distance of the third largest player in the market. And our aim would obviously be, to understand the culture of Akzo Nobel India, integrate the families of Akzo Nobel India and JSW, make it one big, paint company. Look at the synergies in the market, because there are a tremendous amount of synergies both in the decorative side of things as well as on the industrial coating side of things, and then leverage the technology partnership that we will continue to have with Akzo Nobel. So our goal is that we would like to come into the top three in decorative, and like to be the #1 player in industrial coatings. So, like I said, we have to first get into the business. We have to understand everything, and then we have to start unlocking the synergies. So it's a bit premature to put a time frame to it, but I would like to say that we would like to do it at the earliest.
Was that a tough negotiation that you had, because there were many suitors for Akzo Nobel India?
It was, but it was a very positive discussion, because at the end of the day, it's about the proceeds, certainly, getting value out of the business, but it's also about finding the right partner, because we believe in India. We're staying committed and invested in India. And as much as we're convinced that JSW will do a better job than we can to capitalize on the strength of Dulux in the deco market to grow faster, on the coating side, we remain the technology provider under a royalty agreement, and therefore it's a long-term partnership, and we wanted to make sure that we had the best partner, which we believe we do.
You enter this business with some debt on your books. How much more elbow room would you have for any further capex, deployment towards marketing spends, deployment towards distribution, and how much of that would be arising from the synergies?
Yeah, in terms of capacity, now when you look at the 5 facilities that we would be acquiring from Akzo Nobel India, and the 2 facilities, soon to be 3 facilities of JSW Paints, combined, we would have enough capacity to double the revenue from where we are today.
Got it.
So from 6,000 crores, we can take this business to 12,000 crores without adding any new facilities. So in the near term, apart from certain debottleneckings and certain backward integrations in resin, there is no plan for either company to embark upon any serious capex. In terms of the branding, like I said, we have to establish the brand architecture, but yes, we will double down on our advertising spends. We have to we need both JSW Paints as well as Dulux. We will want to amp up the spends over there. So we want to definitely get the spends up in
to what percentage have you
No, the benefit for us is Akzo Nobel India is acquiring the IP from Akzo Nobel Global. So the 3.5% royalty that was being paid to Akzo Nobel Europe on the decorative side goes away.
Right.
So that elbow room is available to the company to amp up spends on the advertising front, plus what JSW Paints has been spending, plus what Dulux itself has been spending. So overall, this becomes significant.
And what about distribution? You guys combined have about 28,000 touch points. Compare that to the leader at 90,000. The disruptor, Birla, they've reached around 55,000 as well. Have you put yourself a target here?
So I think touch points is not the right way of looking at it. I think let's look at machines, tinting machines, which is the main main metric we at least follow. And between Akzo Nobel and JSW Paints, we would have 28,000 now, which would be a very significant number. And last year, Akzo Nobel India added about 3,000 machines. JSW Paints added about 2,000 machines. So that engine is also working, and that engine is also bringing in new network also. We know Dulux is one of the leaders in the premium end, and we know JSW Paints is growing very fast in the value and mass premium end. So now how do we combine the two is going to be the thing. Obviously, the first port of call and the first synergy is getting the 28,000 retailers that we have combined to start selling each other's products. Right? That's the first synergy that will play out. Our 9,000 guys will get Dulux. Dulux's 19,000 guys will get our product. Our tinting machines will tint their product. Their tinting machine will tint.
So that is an immediate revenue synergy of how much?
That is at least you can call it about between 700 crores to 1,000 crores of synergy can be unlocked there.
Got it.
And then you look at the synergies from the new network that is going to get attracted to this new proposition of JSW.
Which will be growing at what pace?
Let's see. Like I said, 3,000 and 2,000, 5,000 got added last year. So we would hope that people see value in our proposition. But like I said, first we need to unlock the value in the 28,000. Then there are synergies on the cost side, whether it's logistics cost, whether it's procurement cost, whether
a couple of 100 basis points at least.
Yeah, it all play out. We have to get in and figure all of this out. But we believe outside in there's a couple of 100 basis points possible.
Everyone we spoke to after this deal was announced, they said that, okay, this is a consolidation in the industry. They are well aware of the strategy that Akzo Nobel India has been deploying so far in the market, as is JSW. What is going to be different in terms of an offering and in terms of a strategy to the market once again, the aggression, as a combined entity? What would you imagine that to be?
Like I mentioned, the decorative, I think we get heft with this coming together. Industrial, we become the number 2 player in liquid coatings in the country. So the aim would be how to become number 1, how to leverage the deep R&D know-how that Akzo Nobel Global has, being one of the leading players in the world, and leverage all their know-how in bringing in newer products into the market, as well as double downing on their leadership position in auto refinish, in marine and in protective. And JSW Paints is the leader in coil. So when you put all of this together, we have a very significant industrial business. And over the last few years, at least the last 2 years, industrial has been growing faster than decorative. So we want to definitely make sure that we continue on that path. So that will be the strategy, is really derive synergies.
So what sort of operational targets have you set yourself when it comes to, say, a 10,000 crore revenue that we're looking at a combined entity in the next couple of years? What would the margins then be?
So, we have to, I think it's again a bit premature to disclose any of that information. The aim is obviously on the decorative side is to continuously spend on the brand and build market share. On the industrial side,
Do you have a target in mind?
No, I don't have a particular target. We want to be the 3rd largest player for sure in the decorative side of things, and then we'll start thinking of second. But first, go step by step. And industrial, we want to be number 1. But I haven't given it a thought of what is the kind of overall margins that we're looking at. But we would obviously benchmark ourselves to the listed players, and we would like to be in that ballpark.
What about the reverse merger of JSW Paints into Akzo Nobel once this deal is completed?
Yeah, I think again a bit premature. We haven't taken a view on that as of now. We believe that there are advantages of having one private company and one listed company. We also need to understand the synergies. We also want to complete the integration. Once all of that is done, then we will look at the opportune time to disclose.
Because I do remember you said that, you would look at a couple of IPOs from the JSW group in the next few years.
Yeah.
One of them was Cement and the other one was Paints. So you still continue to maintain that, or maybe you will list Paints via this way?
I think now there is no need
Exactly.
for JSW Paints to look at doing a separate IPO. This is a vehicle that we will have available to us. It's only the timing that will be decided.
And what about the leadership of this business? How much of it will be run by the Akzo team? How much of it will be run by the JSW team? And how many people will be holding on to their jobs?
No, every single one of them. We are, I mean, Akzo Nobel India family is, joining hands with JSW. We are extremely proud and honored to welcome them to our family. What Rajiv and the team have built at Akzo Nobel India has been truly phenomenal. And Rajiv will continue to run the listed entity. That is my intent. I hope he also wants to do that. And JSW Paints leadership team will continue to drive JSW Paints, and then at the time of the merger, then we will decide what is to be done.
Is there a one-line message that you'd like to give to all the incumbents and the recent disruptor in the paints industry?
Dulux, Dulux, Dulux.
You want to sing that as well?
I couldn't do it better than Parth.
Right, Dulux.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he's
singing
saying.
all the way to the bank post the acquisition.
Yeah, the Akzo Nobel guys will be singing all the way to the bank, and Dulux is what is on Parth Jindal's mind right now. What we'll do is, we have the markets on our mind. We'll take a short break. On the other side, Pritesh Mehta, Executive Vice President at Yes Securities, joins in with some trading strategies.